Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Huh? Suck my. Shut up, nigga. My bad. Some just excuse me. Anyway, yeah, that's popcorn. But anyway, no, some look. You know what I'm saying? Ain't following no guidelines. I'm telling the truth. How about that? But anyway, yeah, man. So I was trying to look at. I was looking at Jesse Peterson because I know he was interviewing Cynthia G, but I forgot what Jesse Peterson be on. But the topic is, and this is a good one. Why are we victims? Now, first of all, if anybody don't see us as still victims, as see us as why we can still say we're victims, first of all, we need to understand that, and this is gonna be straight truth, us black folks was affected. Yes, we was this was 400 years ago of slavery, but y'all have to understand that we was affected. It was this 400 years ago is the reason why we are the lower class. What we went through 400 years ago is the reason why we're lower class, and we was promised reparations, which was 40 acres and a mule. We wouldn't have had nothing to say. We had that. We wouldn't even be saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I hear the natives got theirs. Everybody got theirs, but and victims, yes, racism. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality. You know what I mean? The KKK. We recently, and this KKK stuff still going on. There's still KKKs out there who hate us. For the color of our skin. You know what I'm saying? So you know, child support, alimony. I'm gonna throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, is when you're the lower people. The weak. They are people. All you ever hear people always bully the weak. People always bully the weak. You know what I mean? And for people who feel like we're not victims, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight honest. The only victims is the black man. I'm sorry. Women are no longer the victims if they're oppressing us too. If they part of the oppression, they have taken themselves out that, but want to play the victim. You know what I'm saying? Want to be the victim. They want to be the oppressors and the victim. You know what I'm saying? And that's the confusion of that's what makes it even more confused for the people that say there ain't no suffering. Women, they not suffering when they're oppressing black men, and then you got the jail, growing up and terrible positions. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely affected. And people refuse to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just because you don't experience the oppression doesn't mean the oppression is not going on. You know what I mean? You know, excuse me, the tears in my eyes. I'm yawning. You know what I'm saying? But yes. So y'all had to. Just the lack of understanding. Then the darker you are, the harder it is. Like, come on. You know, excuse me. Tears. But I'm just being honest with y'all. See, that's what's wrong with this world. Y'all refuse to hear people oppressions. Y'all refuse. God said, "You show mercy, show mercy." Y'all refuse to hear people. You know what I mean? I'm yawning. I'm yawning. But y'all refuse to hear people, man. You know what I mean? Like the oppressed, like this world is crazy because you know, like I say, we are affected. You know what I'm saying? We're, people. Man, come on now. Come on, like this shouldn't have to be talked about. Like I say, black men are the only victims here. We're the only one. You know what I'm saying? As far as females, you know, they're not going through the same oppression as us, especially when they're not helping us. They're not speaking out for us. You know what I'm saying? So you know you know like I say, the black women are equal to the white woman. You know what I'm saying? But y'all people fail to recognize some people can still be affected by what happened 400 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So you got two things that's affecting a black man 400 years ago, and the woman, the black woman. You know what I'm saying? That is affecting us. Now we could have. Is it? Now the question is it possible that we could have surpassed that? We could have grew out of that. That's the question, and I'm not going to answer that right now. I'm not going to answer that right now. You know what I mean? I would say no. I would say absolutely not. Why? Because until our voices is heard, until we are acknowledged and understood by the higher power, until there are special things of reparations that has been given to the black community, a recognition, some type of money or things of some sort, of some such, then we will always be affected by it. You dig? So I answer that question. So like I say, I just answer that question. So this is like, if you're gonna be pro-black, you still have to be about peace. You have to be about peace, understanding. What Korean go through? Like, people are not. See, the thing is, let me tell you what's keeping this world and these platforms unsuccessful. Two things. There's two things that's keeping this world unsuccessful. That's messed up. Is people are not willing to sacrifice, and people are not willing to come to a peaceful agreement. People are not willing to sacrifice. People are not willing to have a peaceful agreement, to make peace, and they're not speaking about that. They're hiding the truth. How can these platforms not reach an agreement? Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You know, the question is like, who is it? Who is trying to? Who is going? What leader is going for peace? We don't know anybody that's leading that for peace. You know, What's the leader that's about peace? Why haven't the community, look for the black community look for a leader? I don't like to say black community because the black woman don't identify with black love. It's divided now. There is no black community. See, I'm telling the truth. How can it be a black community when black women ain't communicating? See what I'm saying? And if you're going to be the black community, you have to identify with the black community. You have to be communicative. Nobody's speaking about this. Just because you got a black skin doesn't make you pro-black. What are the signs of pro-blackness? That shouldn't even have to be discussed. Black women are not pro-black. They're only pro-black when it's time to. Black women are not queens. They're only queens when it's time to. Black women don't love their kids. They only love their kids when it's time to. And what I mean by time to use it as a weapon. Facts. Am I upset that my videos are not getting views right now? No, because it's just gonna be a bunch of people who's not in one accord that's watching it. It's only a few real niggas. So I understand, Noah brung out the truth. Look what happened. He still was the only nigga in the boat. Moses came with the law. They still was complaining, disobedient. So why am I doing this? Because in this hour that we're on, and I love it, 2019, we are at a time where a hammer is finna get ready to hit in this world. Once that hammer hit this world, then a nigga like me will be needed. But yes, man, if anybody, how dare you say that we're not victims or affected? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yes. How dare you? How dare you? You know what I mean? How dare you say that we're not victims? Yes, we are victims. Slavery for 400 years? Brought into a world that we didn't know? Come on now. To say we're not victims, or to say we haven't been affected by it. This is all simple stuff, man. This is simple. Well, that is it. Y'all take it easy. Bet.